at the history of the African National Congress, you will find that whatever stance they have taken on this matter, by taking Israel, the oppressive state who are committing genocide, by taking them to the ICJ, it is part of the legacy of the forefathers of this illustrious organization. You have done something that is in keeping of this great organization, and we ask of you to continue in the same vein, that you continue in the same vein of the founding fathers of this great organization who always took a stance against colonialism, took a stance against oppression. You would recall that when Nelson Mandela went to America and he was told that you are not supposed to keep relationship with certain people, he very openly said, these are the very same people who helped me when we were oppressed. And we are going to help them if they are oppressed. So we have a long-standing relationship.
Viva ANC, viva!
And I would also like to say that may this stance of yours, of the ANC and the government, be a catalyst to fight for justice and equity and equality in all spheres of life. Not only in Israel, even in our country. There are many problems and challenges we face. Lack of equal opportunity. We still have people who since 1994 have not seen their financial situation improving. We still don't. We have inequality in our country. We have to make this particular stance be a catalyst to fight for justice in all spheres. The Quran says, wealth should not only circulate amongst the wealthy people. Wealth must circulate amongst the community. That the entire community must gain the benefit of the wealth of this country, not only a few hand-picked people. I don't have much time. I'm just going to conclude by one very important thing. We are guided by our religion. And our religion and our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, has given the greatest emphasis to fight for justice, fight for humanity, and fight for the prosperity of the community. I'll just give you one example. He said, you are not a Muslim if you eat and people in your neighborhood are in poverty. It's not part of our religion that people can be Muslims, that they can have a meal. And there are people in the community and people in the city and people in the country who are in poverty. Therefore, you find that Muslims will be in the forefront with regard to helping people. They will be in the forefront of helping in terms of alleviating poverty and in fighting for justice, fighting for humanity, fighting for kindness and compassion. And let me just say in conclusion, we place on record our commitment as the community that we will put our shoulder to the wheel. We will help the ANC with regard to the challenges that are facing this community in this country. Whether it be the challenge of inequality, the challenge of poverty, the challenge of unemployment. The Prophet Muhammad said that person who is in poverty, it leads to a person denying the Almighty because he becomes vulnerable. We put our shoulder to the wheel. We put our commitment. I'm giving you the commitment on behalf of the Islamic Circle of South Africa, the host of this organization, the host of this particular gathering today, who have done such remarkable work. And this work that they are doing, over 10,000 cataract operations, is part and parcel of our teachings, which tells us to help a person who is in difficulty. The Prophet Muhammad said, the Almighty helps a person who helps someone else. The Prophet Muhammad told us, he saw a person in paradise who saw something that was offensive on the road and he removed it. Because he removed it because it was offensive to the people, the Almighty gave him paradise. This is our teachings. That we believe that we are supposed to be of benefit to humanity. And we put our shoulder to the wheel. We give you our commitment. And we also, call upon the ANC and the governing party that the way you had the moral courage to take Israel to ICJ, have the moral courage to deal with the problems of South Africa.
Yes.
have the moral courage to deal with the problems of crime, inequality, unemployment. We give you the assurance that we will be part and parcel with you in dealing with it. And lastly, I would like to say thank you to the Islamic Circle of South Africa for calling this particular gathering. And we hope that from this particular gathering, the Almighty will accept it, and good will come from this gathering, and good will come from the deliberations and the speeches that will be given. And once again, I would like to thank you. Jazakumullahu khairan. May the Almighty reward you abundantly, and may the Almighty bless us in all our endeavors.